Testing. Testing. All right, good enough. Ah, ah. Oh no, people sent messages on Discord. What is going on in this chat, bro? Um, what the fu- Yeah, let me just read these real quick, sorry. Okay, so it is showing up on Discord when I'm streaming. Playing science and technology, wow. Wow. Huh. Yeah, this guy is having a mental breakdown. Okay, moving on, let's get it.
Hello everyone. In this episode we're going to be creating a little game to practice some of the stuff that we've learnt up to this point. So how the game works is the computer will print out a random number of seconds, and then you have to sort of count down those seconds in your mind, and when you think the time's up, you hit the spacebar, and it tells you how you did. Okay, so
Okay, so let's see if I can actually
up,
do
you hit the
this
spacebar, and
by myself without dreadful. I'm not gonna do that. Um, let's see here. There's no way for me to get input, I guess. Or is there? I mean, there is, I just don't know how to do it. Alright, so first off, let's make a script folder. Create a folder? Oh my gosh. Okay. C# script. This one is, guess, guess the seconds? Or, no, it's, uh, let me just do something like, I don't know, space bar, voice crack, I love that. Space bar time gas. Sure. Sure. Spacebar time guess. Can I... Okay. Do I have to open it with something? Please select a different application. Fudge. Whoops. Can I do it from here? Or do I actually have to? Great. Um, how to switch script editor in Unity? Preferences? Um, huh. Preferences, thank you. External tools. External script editor. This one. And I think that should be good. Oh my god. Whatever. And I swear if... Okay. If I actually don't have like a license for this, and I'm gonna be so upset. And if I don't... Which password? Thank you. Security code. Bing bong on the ring dong ging gong. Please? I swear, if this makes me... If this downloads an entirely different version, I'm gonna be so upset. Nice. Is it gonna load my thing? Is it gonna load my project? Hello? No, 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 no. Did I just have something up? Oh my gosh, I'm clicking random things. No, just close. Yes, thank you. Cancel. Alright, cool. View, code, open with. Where are my preferences? Please, tools, customize. Okay, now options. General. Visual experience, dark. Fonts and colors. Size? Can I... Perfect, perfect. That might even be too big, but this is what we're gonna do. Okay, do I need an I enumerator? Or what the fudge is it called? I forgot. Okay, yeah, I completely forgot how to do this, so never mind. That's my email. That's my email. Well, F me.
And it tells you how you did.
Whatever.
Okay, so in Unity, I'm just going to head over to the project window and right click, create new C# script, and I'll call this something like time game. And then maybe we can just quickly create a new empty object in our scene and just add the time game script to that. Let's just double click to open this up. So before we get started here, I just want to introduce a concept called method overloading. So what this is say we have a method called foo, which is just a sort of nonsense name used in programming examples. And say this takes in an integer x, and then all it does is it prints out integer plus the integer it was given. And then say we have another method with the exact same name. This one takes in a different parameter. Say it takes in a float x instead. And this one can print out float plus the value it was given. So now if I want to call foo, say from the start method, so I write foo, you can see in this little pop-up it says 1 of 2, and there are these little left and right arrows. So if I just press the right arrow on the keyboard, you can see that I can cycle through these two different versions. And once I actually start writing this, this changes to an up and down arrow, so we can cycle through like that. So if I pass in, say, 5, which is an integer value, let me save that and just quickly run. You can see it will print out integer 5. But if I just add an f onto the end of that to signify that it's a float value and run this again, you'll see it will run the float version of that method. So once again, this is called method overloading, when we have two or more methods with the same name, but they take in different parameters. We'll see a practical example of this in just a moment, but for now I'm going to delete all of that stuff, and in the start method I'm instead going to print out some instructions for the game. So let's print something along the lines of press the spacebar once you think the allotted time is up. All right, and then we're going to want a method a void method to set a new random time. So void set new random time. Okay. So we obviously don't want the player to have to wait too long. So when we're generating this random number of seconds, we want to sort of constrain it to a range, say somewhere between 5 and 20 seconds perhaps. So let's say int wait time is equal to, and then to generate a random number we use the random class. So we can say random dot, and then to specify a range to choose the random numbers from, we can just
There's a
use
flying
the
here.
range method. And over here you can see the overloading thing I was just talking about. If we give it its min and max values as an integer, then it will return an integer value. But if we give it its min and max values as floats, it will return a floating point number. Note that in the summary of the integer version, we can read that it returns a random integer between min inclusive and max exclusive. That just means that if we pass in, say, 0 and 2, then
Got it. It's going to include
the
0,
only
but not 2.
possibilities for our random numbers will be 0 and 1, since it will include the minimum number, but it will not include the maximum number.
Sure.
So if I want a random number between 5 and 20, I'll pass in 5 and 21. All right. Now I'll just print out the wait time, and I'll just add on a string seconds to that. All right, and let's just
I'm
call this from the start method, set new random time. Let's just quickly give this a test in Unity. The start method, set new random time.
just confused. Is there not an easier way to do this? Hmm. No, I guess there's not. Never mind. Okay, sure.
Let's just quickly give this a test in Unity. So I'll press play, and it says press the spacebar once you think the allotted time is up, and it prints out a random number. Let's just try that again, and you can see we get a different number and another different number. So that seems to be working. Let's go back into MonoDevelop, and in the update method, we want to figure out if the player has pressed the spacebar or not. So last episode, we looked at the structure of the conditional statement. So remember, that's the if keyword, followed by a pair of parentheses inside which goes the condition. And if that condition is true, then whatever code we put inside of these two braces will be run. So for the condition, we obviously need to supply a bool value. And in this case, we want that value to be true if the spacebar was pressed down this frame. So to get input, we use the input class, and I'm going to make a call to the getKeyDown method. As you can see here, this takes in a key code and returns true during the frame that the user starts pressing this key. So we'll want to pass in keycode dot, and when we say keycode dot, you see it gives us a list of all of the different keys we could press. So we want to choose the space key, and just make sure that you've got the right number of parentheses here. So we need these two for the getKeyDown method, and then these two on either end for the if statement.
Sure. You know, I'll just do that for now. Sure. Then do I actually have to do this, really? Set new random time. Can I just do whatever? I'll just do what he did, I guess, for now. What the heck did he get? Can I remember? Can I remember? Range. Sorry, random dot range. Let's just do like 1 and 100 maybe. And then print. I don't know why he put. I don't know why he put another space or another, what should we call it? Yeah, another space in between these two lines, but alright. An empty line. I guess I should say empty line. Whatever. Coding terminology. Woo. Ah. And then this is is that correct? Cool. Let me just text this guy back. Just gonna do, sorry, I've been busy. Can't talk now. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so when we detect...
Oh, actually, no, I don't wanna wait a lot. I guess 21 is fine. This is gonna keep vibrating. Okay, I told him I couldn't talk.
that the space key has been pressed down, we're going to want to print out how much time the
Okay.
player has been waiting for.
Wait, is this correct? There has to be an easier way to do this. Input dot get key down space. Is it always input dot?